think a leader needs to be able to fluidly move through different type of leadership styles depending on the situation. I think you can have a visionary leader, a pace-setting leader, a coaching style leader. So I think it depends on the situation, and I think a leader needs to be able to have a multitude of styles and be able to fluidly move through them. I would say what inspires me as a leader is the type of person who positively influences people and gives people opportunities that weren't there and shows them how to grow. I think who inspires me as a leader is probably my father, because he's the consummate teacher, consummate coach, and consummate advisor to me personally. I think the electrical industry, much like a lot of industries, there's many challenges, but I think the biggest challenge is probably the uncertainty in government policy that affects the overall economy. I think when you have buyers and decision makers that try to make decisions based on some of those policies, it's hard to do, and I think sometimes they hold off on their decisions, and that uncertainty right now in the policy, I think makes those buyers and decision makers kind of hold off on some of the decisions they make. Be that I'm not new to the electrical industry, but new to electrical distribution, I was seeking out of a lot of advice, and I would pass on the advice that was given to me to late to bed, early to rise, work like hell, and advertise. That would probably fall under the best advice as well, and also to any chance you get to become more personal and intimate with your customer, take that opportunity, and also take every opportunity you get to continually educate yourself, because the only constant thing in our industry is that there's always going to be change. Since I first started my career, I think the demands of the customer and the speed and accuracy they want information. I think the customer is always demanding immediate information, and they want it available to them all the time, and they have a lot of different avenues to get that information via the internet and a lot of different avenues. Other than becoming a father in the last 2 years, probably reaching my goal of becoming a business owner, and that putting myself and my wife in the position to be able to, like I said before, give people opportunities and influence people's lives. I think one of my biggest failures that constantly I remind myself of is probably my sophomore year of high school when I quit the basketball team. I think that I like to try and take on challenges, and that was one time in my life where I saw the challenge ahead of me, and instead of climbing up the mountain and taking on the challenge, I took the easy way out. And I keep reminding myself about how disappointed I was and how much I'd love to do those types of things, and that if I had that opportunity again, I would never make that decision. And I take that with every decision I make in my life going forward, that don't quit easy and continue to take on challenges. If I wasn't in the electrical industry, hopefully I'd be on the golf course. I'm not sure. I've been in the electrical industry pretty much my whole professional career, so that's pretty tough to answer. Going through schooling and sales programs, I would be in the sales industry probably somewhere. Where, I'm not sure. Like I said, hopefully on the golf course. I think we have annual changes to the industry right now. I think technology and innovation plays a huge part. I think it's constantly going to change in the next 10 years with government regulations on how energy consumption is used, the change from fossil fuels to clean energy. So I think we're going to see a lot of changes on how energy is consumed and where electricity is going to play in part of that.